Hey guys, welcome to the HG channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how I do my boxing wraps. So there's quite a lot of different methods and ways how to do the boxing wraps, but this is the method that I use, which I think is the best for me, and it's quite simple to do as well. On this one I do use 3.5 meter wraps, so they are quite shorter than a lot of the ones that the professionals use, but for me I think it's adequate. So the main point of these wraps is that when you're using your gloves, it gives you protection on your wrist, on your hand, and also it helps to compress the hamster to protect it, and also to keep everything in place as well. So the main thing for this is to protect your wrist and also your knuckles. So this is how I do it. So I try to do it slowly so you can follow it. If not, you can always pause it and rewind it and follow it as I do it along. So the first thing is you find the hoop side first, and as you can see there's two different sides. Some of them they do print on here to say this side down, but my one, this one, it doesn't say anything. So what you can tell is by the stitching. So the stitch side goes down, so you put it over your thumb, and you go, every time you go over, it's going to be over the top of your hand, so it's not going to be from the bottom here. So stitch side down and over the hand. So you can see here, so here we go around the wrist, we go around twice, so 1, 2 times up around the wrist, and from here we go over the thumb. So just bear in mind, every time we go over, it's always on top of the hand, not from the bottom of the hand. So over the thumb, around the thumb, and then around the top of your wrist. So it goes on top there. So from here we go around the wrist again, and from here we go across to between your little finger and your ring finger. Again, you can see everything goes from on top of the hand, not from the bottom. So from here we go around here to create a bar for you to hold, and also here, so around there. So we're creating X's here across the top of the hand each time. So here's your first X, so it goes across here. So when it goes across there, it goes down to your wrist again, down to your wrist, down to your wrist, and then around your wrist, and then up again to your middle finger and ring finger, between your middle finger and ring finger, and from here we go again across here. This is the next X now, so every time we create an X, just make sure you create an X each time. So then you know you're doing it right or wrong. So across here, again across there, down to your wrist, around the back of your wrist, up here, and then here we create another X, so between your index finger and middle finger, across here, and then again from here, this is the next X we're creating now. So there again, back to the wrist. So back to your wrist here, behind the wrist, and here what we're going to do is go create another X across here to the outside of your small finger here, and from here we go wrap around the knuckles. So make sure it goes around your knuckles, and if you notice, every time I'm doing it, I'm keeping my fingers extended like this as well, because if you do your things like this, you wrap it too tight, you're going to cut off circulation in your fingers. So that's to keep enough space there for your fingers to move around. So, and each time we're pulling it, so depending on how tight you like it, so you're not making it loose, you are kind of like pulling it a bit. And from here, so from here we're going to the side of the little finger here, around the bottom here, so there'll be like a line here like this, around your knuckles. So you can see my fingers are extended, so I don't cut off circulation. So not like this, I'll keep my fingers like this. So around the knuckles, go 3 times. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 3. Then the next time you're going to create another X again, back to the bottom of your wrist. So you're going to diagonally across to your wrist, and here you go around your wrist. So 1, 2, 3, and then you just go around, and that's one hand on there. So you can see it's there's lots of wrist support here to keep your wrist in place. There's some padding on your knuckles as well. If you do have longer wraps, you can give more wraps around your wrist and knuckles as well. But I think this is adequate for me because I'm going to wear these with boxing gloves anyway. So you wear these with boxing gloves, you get a lot of protection on your knuckles anyway. And this does give you the support around the wrist as well. And the great thing with this open palm method as well is when you're clenching a fist, the wrap doesn't get in the way, as you can see. Because some of the methods I've tried is where it wraps your whole hand, there is actually quite a bump here. So when you're clenching a fist, this is not actually closed properly. It's actually kind of like that. So you're kind of punching like that, which isn't advisable. With this open palm method, it does create like a little bar here for you to hold when you're punching. And it's much more comfortable and natural to be clenching the fist like this as well. So everything seems nice and tight, and it doesn't get in your way of clenching the fist. And to make it a bit more comfortable, you could clench this bit a little bit as well to give you more of a grip. So to do the other side, it's again the same again. So on the thumb, around the wrist, 1. I'm trying to get this underway. 1, 2, up the thumb, around, so from here we go up between the small finger and your ring finger, down, so you're creating an X again, so around the back, so horizontal across the back of your fingers. Okay, you create an X again, so diagonally across, so that's your first X, you can see it, that's your first X, around the back of your wrist. So as you see, each time when you go in between the fingers, you create an X on the top of your hand, as you can see. So between the ring finger and the middle finger, then again across, and then across to the wrist. As you can see, there's another cross there, around the back of your wrist, up to the middle index finger, in between. That's like so. And then from here, you create another X here. So let's get this. So again, diagonally across to create another X, as you can see, down to the wrist, bottom of your wrist, around the back of your wrist, up across to create another X to the outside of your small finger. And then here you're again going across here now, so you go around your knuckles. Again, make sure that your fingers are extended and not together, so it doesn't cause circulation and it's not too tight. So keep your fingers spread out and go around your knuckles. 1, 2, 3. You don't even do it right or wrong, because you can see there's like all these going across. It's going behind the back of your hand, like so, creating a horizontal bar here. You can see something's going around your thumb and it's around your wrist. So if you see any going downwards, then you know you've gone wrong somewhere. Okay, so from here, across, back, sideways, create another X, to your wrist and just go around your wrist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Open palm wraps. And it's great, as you can see, when you're clenching the fist, the wrap doesn't get in the way. There's a nice bar here for you to grab hold of when you're punching. And also it doesn't get in your way when you're clenching your fist. So this is my method of doing my wraps. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope this video is useful. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click on the subscribe button. And as always guys, ciao for now.